they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it out. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. The havoc where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it out. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Kiwe wesu garani orianya nine oria nine nke pụrịta kwasa mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ Sunele nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosie ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị Chineke.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
This is our evening section. Welcome wherever you are joining us from. I appreciate you. I thank you for joining us once again this evening. Remember, our evening section is always a very quick one. We don't waste much time on evening program. In about 1 hour, 30 minutes, we are going to be done. So we don't waste time. We get straight to the point and we discuss Biafra. For those who are joining us for the very first time and those that come across our video for the very first time, remember that this platform promotes Biafra and we will never stop. Nothing on the planet Earth will make this platform to stop speaking of Biafra or promoting Biafra. In this platform, chance is given for everybody to air their opinion. I don't care the camp you belong. I don't care your orientation. I don't care about your religion. I do not care about your location. I don't care about your own opinion or your own point of view. Whatever your point of view is, you are free and welcome to come. If you join us, feel free to express your own opinion. If you want to join us live, the link is there for you to join live and express your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. I am not here to gag you. The only thing you have to do is that whenever you join us in my platform and you are speaking, please make sure you have a very solid argument. Make sure you can back up your claims and your argument. If you can back up your claims and argument, you are highly welcome and you will have all the time in the world to speak and air your opinion. In this very platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to attack any race or any religion. We don't attack anybody. We don't come here for propaganda or blackmail. That is not our way. In this platform, it is Biafra, Biafra, and Biafra. As long as you are genuinely speaking about Biafra, even if you have a different ideology or speaking a different tone, you are welcome. If you have a superior argument, you are welcome. Click the link, come in, argue your point out. We can learn from you. Or at the end of the day, you will see that your point is not valued. You learn from us. That is why we're here. Nobody is the master of knowledge, including myself. I don't know everything. Just like Simon Ekpa said, every single one of us have something we know better than the other. There is something that you that is watching me knows better than I do. There is something I know better than you. Those people you think that don't have anything to offer, there is something they know how to do that you and I cannot be able to do. That is why the time has come for us to give a level ground for people to air their opinion, speak. It doesn't matter what the word is. The only thing we ask is that when you join me live on this program, we don't come here to insult people. Try as much as possible to be civil. Even if you're angry with me or you're angry with anybody, as long as you genuinely want to make your point, come, be civil, speak to the world. Speak to us, we will respond to you, and you will have all the time in the world to make your case and let the world be the judge. My fellow Biafran, we are in a very sensitive period. When you look at the topic I chose there, it says, Finland verdict on Simon Ekpa case cannot silence Biafra voice of freedom. Finland verdict on our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa case cannot silence our voice of freedom. Never, ever. It will never happen. No amount of propaganda, no amount of lie, no amount of conspiracy with a terrorist government will stop our voice. And if you join me today on this program, I want you to know one thing. This is very, very important. The verdict you see against Master Simon Ekpa is a verdict against you that is watching me. If you are a Biafran, except you are not a Biafran, you are free. But as long as you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the present south is Lower Kogi and Lower Benue. If you're from this area, the verdict you saw yesterday is against you. It is against me. It is not just an ordinary verdict. It's a verdict against you and against me. What do they intend to achieve? The only thing they intend to achieve by that thing you saw is to cage you, to cage me. They want us to be afraid to speak about our freedom. That is the only thing they want. They want you to be scared of mentioning Biafra whenever you have the opportunity to speak about Biafra. This is the only thing they are planning. There is nothing else. There is nothing else. The major reason why you had that verdict is to put fear in you. They want to put fear in you. They want you to be afraid of talking about Biafra. They want you to be ashamed of mentioning Biafra. They want you and I to run away from our freedom, to feel shy about our freedom. That is what they want. That is what they tend to achieve. And the only way they can achieve that is if you chicken away. If you chicken away, if you hear these things they are doing and you chicken away, you say, oh, I will not fight for Biafra anymore. You stop posting about Biafra in your platform. When you stop sharing information about Biafra, when you stop talking about the issue of Biafra, you are empowering them. You are making them feel like they are the Almighty. And you're making yourself look small. That is why no matter what you see, no matter what you hear, this is the time we need to be active more than ever. This is the time you need to double your effort. Double your effort. Challenges are going to come from east, west, north, south. The verdict you saw yesterday is against every one of us. But unfortunately, there are some ignorant people that are dumb, very dumb people. There are very, very dumb people who claim to be fighting for Biafra. But I bet you, before they wake up, it will be too late. It will be too late. My beloved brothers and sisters of Biafra, my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, children of the Most High, children of the rising sun, tonight we have gathered once again. Our coming together in this platform, in this program, is not in fear. Do not exercise any fear. When you are speaking about Biafra, posting information about Biafra, stand on the truth and do not exercise any fear. The only thing that will make you to begin to be afraid is when you begin to employ lie into what you are doing. The moment you embrace lie, fear is the next thing. The moment you embrace lie, fear is the next thing that will come after you. But our gathering should not be in fear. But in defiance, every gathering we are making should be in defiance. Yesterday, the Finnish court passed a judgment against our leader, Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Prime Minister, elected by more than 70 million people, or say by almost 60 million people, those that casted the vote. A judgment was passed against him. But let me be clear. Everyone that is listening to me, let me be clear. We reject it. We reject that judgment that was passed against our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. We reject it in totality. What you saw yesterday is not justice. What we saw yesterday is not justice in any way. This is persecution. It can only be best addressed as persecution of the Biafran people, not just to Simon Ekpa, to every single one of us, Tom, Dick, and Harry. This is an attempt to silence the voice of Biafra. The main objectives is to silence the voice of Biafra. Don't get it wrong. Some idiots, some clowns who do not have some common sense, who envy, jealousy, greed has occupied their mind. They are happy that Simon Ekpa got injustice in Finland. He was sentenced. These are people that claim that they are fighting for Biafra. They are rejoicing. They had a sentence and they are rejoicing that Simon Ekpa in jail 6 years. And they're celebrating. Go to their platform on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, anywhere you see them celebrating. A Biafran, if it were to be a Janjaweed, it's a different thing. But if you are a sensible person, if you are a sensible Biafran, there is no way you will see the enemies of Biafra rejoicing and you are rejoicing with them. You see, the easiest way for you to know a genuine Biafra is because of what transpired yesterday. The easiest way to know those that is against Mazen Nandekam is this verdict yesterday. Anybody you go to their platform, you go to their write-ups, and they are supporting, they are rejoicing on the verdict you saw yesterday. These are the arch enemies of Mazen Nandekam. And I bet you, the judgment you saw yesterday is going to play a part on the case of Mazen Nandekam if we do not hurriedly appeal and do something. This is an orchestrated plan. Nigeria know there is no way they can be able to jail Mazen Nandekam because of their human rights record, their abuse of the law that they have committed, the crimes they have committed on different places. They know that no country in the world will support them in prosecuting Mazen Nandekam. That is why they waited. They waited for Finland to see something they can hold on to. They want to see a place where they can make reference. They want to see a reason, something they can stand and argue. Even though they know it is not right, they want to see something they can stand and argue. That was why you saw what happened yesterday. And Nigerian government is celebrating. Then you that claim to be a Biafran, that has his or her brain complete, you are rejoicing also. And you think it's about Simon Ekpa. You should be ashamed of yourself. The same way you blackmail him. When the BBC came to report about it, they mentioned every single one of you and your pictures appeared as terrorists. If Finland succeed in their sentence on Simon Ekpa, every single one of you that is calling Biafra name, you have just accepted to be a terrorist. That is what it means. every group that mentions Biafra, if they succeed in upholding the sentence of Master Simon Ekpa, any place you are in the world, more especially in Europe, any place you are in Europe, you have to wait for what is coming. You have to be ready for what is coming. Some idiots do not know the implication of what happened yesterday. They think it's about Master Simon Ekpa. You celebrate, you talk, you plan, you come and make noise. What you saw yesterday was an attempt to silence the voice of the Biafran people. But they have failed. They have failed before, and they will fall again. They have failed. Even before they started, they have failed. They failed before, and they will fail again. For every chain they put on us, we break it with courage. Nigeria have been putting several chains on us. Nigerian government, at every little given opportunity, they put a chain on us. And every time they put that chain, we break it and we move. Every time they put that chain, we break it and we move. This is not the first time. And this one is not going to be the last. And we are going to break it the same way we are breaking others. For every chain they put on us, we break it with courage. Every Biafran, you must be courageous. You must be courageous. This is the time to wear a thick skin. This is the time that courage you have has to be displayed. They want you to be scared of mentioning the name Biafra. They want to make sure that Biafra becomes a name associated with terrorism. But some people think it's Master Simon Ekpa. This is the most idiotic thing somebody can think. You think it's Master Simon Ekpa. If Finland succeed in this, their verdict, the Biafrans are supposed to pursue this case up to every level, including to ICC or any international court. Take them to any international court. That you are calling the indigenous people of Biafra, more than 80 million people, you are naming them terrorists. Unbelievable. In 21st century, by a Western country, a country in Europe that claimed to talk about human rights. But when it comes to Biafra, British connive with every one of them, and they want to brand us terrorists. For every chain they put on us, we will break it with courage. For every lie they spread, we answer them with truth. Let them continue. For every lie the Janjaweed spread, the Nigerian government spread, the Finnish government spread upon us, against us, we are going to answer them with truth. And only the truth can stand the test of time. You can only delay our freedom, but you cannot deny us our freedom. For every lie they spread against you, against me, against the Biafran people, we will answer them with the truth. Only the truth can stand the test of time. You can never defeat the truth. The truth itself is Chukwu Okike Abiama. The truth is Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is no other truth you can find anywhere. Chukwu Okike Abiama is the truth. And if you know you can defeat Chukwu Okike Abiama, the creator of maker of heaven and earth, then good luck. Go ahead and succeed. And for every attack they bring against us, we rise stronger. For every attack they bring from east, from west, from north, from south, from any angle, we will rise stronger. Biafra will never surrender. Take this message to every single one of them, that we will never, ever surrender. Our leader, Mazen Nanekano, said that even if it is only one person is left standing, Even if it's only one person that is left standing, that individual will build a nation where Chukwu Okike Abiyama will be worshipped in truth and in spirit. A nation where every one of us will be represented. A nation where human dignity will be respected. That is all we are asking for. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Let them continue. It is a very shameful thing to see that an European country, as always, they have been the architect of the failure of Africa. And wherever they see that Africa will rise, they will fight with everything in them to see that Africa does not rise. They know that Biafra is the eye of Africa. They know that in Biafra, Africa died. And in Biafra, Africa will resurrect. They know very well. And that is why they have gathered. The vultures have gathered. And they are working against our success. They are working against everything we stand for. The verdict we saw yesterday is a blow to every Biafran, and we reject it in totality. We know those who are involved, those who are connected to that madness. It is not difficult to know who they are. It's not difficult to identify them. We have known them even before now. They have continued to manipulate the Zoological Republic for their own interests. They have continued to push their propagandas and their lies. They have continued to push all manner of evil things to distract us. But we say no, because they saw how resilient we are. They activated their global conspiracy. Finland that knows our story. Finland that was in the front line of our battle during the Civil War. Finland that has a history of Biafra written in their books. Finland has every evidence of the atrocities against Biafrans during the Civil War, but yet they decided to detain a man who ran to them for refuge. He decided to detain an orphan that ran to them for refuge. He never committed any crime in Finland. He served Finland authorities diligently. He did everything he has to do for the Finnish authorities, fought with them, represented them on several occasions, served them to the best of his knowledge. They never found anything wrong in him. Since 2007 till date, he was never found of any evil. He was never found of any misappropriation until he began to talk about Biafra. That should ring a bell. And that is a lesson for every single one of us that is living abroad. If you're living abroad, just know that you're not safe. You see why we must get our own country. We must have our own nation where we can run to when the going gets tough. But as it stands today, we don't have a home. We don't have any place to run to. In our own land, Biafra land, where we own, today is under occupation by Nigerian government. As we speak, the terrorist government of Nigeria and their military are taking innocent lives in Biafra land. Okigwe is on fire as we speak. Nigerian military are conducting mass abduction and mass killing in Okigwe as we speak. Nobody is reporting it. Finland government and their media don't care about that. They give no damn about it. The United States of America don't care about it. The UK doesn't care about it. In fact, they are the advisors. Nobody cares. This war that is going on in Biafra land today was declared live on television. No media is going around to check how the war is being carried out. The chief of army staff came on a national TV and he said that they are fighting asymmetric warfare in Biafra land. And you want Master Simon Ekpa to be silent. He should not educate his people on how to defend themselves. You want him to be silent and continue to watch the abduction and the mass killing of his people after a government declared war on a people. On a live TV, the chief of army staff said they are fighting asymmetric warfare. Later on, he came back and said that it's a jungle warfare, that they're in jungle warfare. I don't know whether if the war mean any other thing for a military man. If it were to be a civilian that used language, I would say maybe he meant something else. But for somebody in uniform to tell you that he's going on a war, it is not a child's play. And all this while we have been expecting the media to go and investigate and find out how this warfare is carried out. None of them made a move. The only person that made a move is one of our sisters, who is a journalist. And that sister made investigation and brought an outstanding information. But of course, that information, it doesn't concern Finland. They don't want to pay attention to it. For Finland, that information is meaningless. For Finland government, the information that was brought by that our sister doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter because the life that are being lost in that is the life of the Biafran people. Because the life that are wasted is the life of Biafran people. That is why it doesn't amount to anything. It doesn't amount to anything. Nobody cares. In the midst of these atrocities, Finland government still saw it reasonable to jail a man who is fighting to defend his people. To jail a man who is trying to save his people and say, my people will not be killed. A person that dedicated himself and said, no, I cannot fold my hand and continue to watch my people die. We are talking about a criminal, a country, a terrorist country run by terrorists. A country that is run by terrorists. That's the country that gave Finland information upon which they are destroying the life of the innocent. You can imagine. This is the same Finland that claim that they have a good stand on human rights. With all their stand on human rights, today they are in the forefront of persecuting innocent people. They are the forefront of pushing evil agenda. And yet, nobody cares. And yet, people pretend it is not happening. And yet, people move about their daily businesses as if nothing is happening. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter what we say. It does not count to them. It doesn't count to them. All they do is to think of how to destroy us. All they think about is how to accuse us on a daily basis. Finland have more than enough information on what is going on in Nigeria. Finland is very much aware that Nigeria is an abuser of human rights. You know very well. The atrocities of Nigerian government and their bribery is in the public. But yet, because of economic interests, Finland claim that is our prime minister. That is their problem. They say our prime minister is the problem. When there are numerous evidence, even from Amnesty International, on the atrocities of Nigerian government, how they create insecurity. Yet, they accuse me as Simon Ekpa of causing insecurity. They accuse me, they accuse you of causing insecurity. And you want us to be silent. We are not going to be silent. We will never be silent.
Government is attacking them. Sure.
We will continue to say things the way they are. We will never allow their lies to stand. We will never allow their deceit to stand. We will never allow their wickedness to stand. It is a very difficult time. But you, as a Biafran that is still has some freedom, do not be discouraged. This is not the time to get discouraged. Not at all. The last thing you can do at this moment is to say you are discouraged. What are you going to see that has not been seen before? When they took away our Prime Minister, Supreme Damazen Nandekan, that is the way we felt also. It was like everything had ended. They announced it and they celebrated. Today they have taken away our Prime Minister and they announced it. Go to all their social media network. Go to all their media, conventional media. They are talking about Master Simon Ekpa. They are talking about Master. But I bet you, Chukwu Okeke is going to surprise them. Even as at now, they are already talking about, some of them are already talking about extradition. They are talking about extradition that we know that is impossible. In a normal circumstances, based on international law, existing international law and European laws, based on European law and international law, nothing will make Nigeria seem as Simon Ekpa. They will never. Nobody will even bring that on the table. But you know, once the world politics is being played, as the global conspiracy is going on, everything is possible. Because the laws they make is for them. It serves them right. The laws they make is to checkmate us, to make sure that we don't succeed. That is why the Europeans make the laws they make. It is very clear that every single law they put in place is against you, against me. The human rights law is not for you. It's not for me. If human rights law was to be for you and for me, Mazen Nandekano will not still be in Nigerian custody. If human rights law was for you and for me, Nigeria would have tested sanction. Nigeria would have seen sanction. But because human rights law is not for you, abuse of the human right of a Biafran does not want to abuse. That is why Nigeria is still bold to go to international stages and speak. That is why you still see countries inviting them to speak. A terrorist country. Even when another powerful country have confirmed it. The Supreme Court in Canada said that the ruling parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. He didn't miss word. It wasn't a mistake. It is a fact. A verdict given based on information, credible information. But upon all this fact, the interest of the West is still playing in. Nigeria government use our own resources, our own oil, to buy favor. They sign off our resources for their own interests. They have signed up so many things with our resources, including this Finland you are seeing. They have signed up our own resources for Finland, and Finland took that blood money. Finland paying for that blood contract. The same Finland that their children contributed money to send to Biafran children, that millions of children that were starving that died. They know the story. But today, Finland have joined the enemy to starve Biafrans of their freedom. The same starvation we cried about, and they came for our aid. Today, Finland is in the front line to starve Biafrans of their freedom. Finland is today in the front line of the genocide against Biafrans. We will never forget. We will never forget. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We say never again. The only crime we have committed is that we say we want to be free. The only crime we committed is said we will defend ourselves. That enough is enough. You cannot continue to kill us. That is the only crime we have committed, nothing else. What else did we do that others have not done? But they chose to come after us. They have chosen to destroy us. But I bet you, in the name of Chukwu Okike Abịama, they will never, ever succeed. It doesn't matter how long they try or how far they try. They will never, ever succeed. The double standard of this world that everybody knows about will never succeed. I want you to listen to this report of Amnesty International about the people that are prosecuting Mazi Simon Ekpa. People that are prosecuting Mazi Simon Ekpa and celebrating and calling him a terrorist. I want you to hear this report about them. Then you tell me if this is a country that somebody needs to be proud of. Is this a country that will give a report that people will pay attention to? Is this a country that any responsible or reasonable country should listen to? But because Biafrans are involved, human rights does no longer matter. Because Biafrans are involved, everything goes and everything is permitted. Because Biafrans are involved, human rights is no longer human rights. I want you to listen to this report.
Now, Amnesty International says the Nigerian government's persistent failure to address the security crisis in the southeast region created a reign of impunity in which numerous state and non-state actors committed serious human rights violations. In its report titled "A Decade of Impunity, Attacks and Unlawful Killings in Southeast Nigeria," AI stated that no fewer than 1,844 people were killed in the region between January 2021 and June 2023. It added that gunmen killed over 400 people in Imo State between 2019 and 2022, while hundreds of people were arbitrarily detained and forcibly disappeared. The report documented unlawful killings, torture, and other ill treatment, enforced disappearances, arbitrary arrests, and displacement at the hands of government, state-backed paramilitary outfits, vigilantes, criminal gangs, and cults in the region between January 2021 and December 2024. According to Amnesty International, the Nigerian authorities' brutal clampdown on pro-Biafra protests from the August 2015 plunged the southeast region into an endless cycle of bloodshed, which has created a panic, fear, and left many communities vulnerable.
You have heard it. This is what we see every time. Even when they know the truth, they twist it. Every one of us know about the flag of operation, false flag operation they are conducting in Biafra land. These criminals have been caught several times in Biafra land, conducting war criminal activities or other. They have been indicted on several occasions when they were attacking Biafrans. But yet, the world prefer to support the enemy. The world prefer to support the enemy. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. Finland prefer to support terrorists, even though they know the truth. The road we are passing today, Finland have passed it before. But still yet, Finland chose the path of evil.
Our leader.
And we will not keep silent. We will not keep silent. We will not ignore them. We are going to fight with everything in us to make sure that our voice is being heard. They will try to stop us. They will try to blackmail us. They will try to do everything humanly possible to destroy what we have built. But we will not allow them. We will never give up. Yes, we will never, ever give up. We will never surrender. They can continue to push all their lies, push all their blackmails, trying to make us be afraid of our freedom. Fear not, Biafrans, fear not. This is not the time to exercise fear. This is the time to be brave. This is the time to show bravery. Wherever you are as a Biafran, it is the time to show bravery. I understand. It is not an easy path. It's not an easy path. But at the same time, you must stand your ground. Stand your ground. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, you must stand your ground. Chukwu Okike Abiama owns this project. It is not just me. It is not just you. We are just an instrument in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And as an instrument in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiama, we will do what we have to do. And let Chukwu Okike Abiama do his own part. Don't fold your hand alone, even though we believe that Chukwu Okike Abiama will do the work for us. Don't fold your hands. We still have to adopt the practical solution to our problem. There is always a practical solution to every problem. In as much as we know that there are spiritual aspects, but there is a practical solution. As a human being, those practical solutions that is in our hand, we must apply those practical solutions. There is nothing we are doing today that other people have not done. We are not the first people to pursue our freedom and get it. We are not the first people to pursue their freedom and get it. When you see the charges against Master Simon Ekpa, you understand how the double standard the world is playing. the double standard of this world. This world where we find ourselves. There's nothing fair. Nothing is fair. Nothing is fair. That is why everybody must fight for their freedom to get it. Nobody's going to come and dash you freedom. If you want to be free, you must have to fight for it. Be ready to put up a fight. They will call you anything. They can call you anything they wish, they desire. They will call you anything. They will give us different kinds of names. If you think it's over, it is not over. You can imagine Finland naming more than 60 million people terrorists. Even when our Prime Minister have registered every single thing he was doing with them, they know. He was not living in secret. Biafra is not a secret society where you're doing something and nobody is seeing it. Everything we did, they saw it, they know it. There was nothing in this Biafra struggle that was done in the secret. Everything was done in the open. Most time, even when Mazda will go to make the report, he goes on video and we'll be watching him. All of a sudden today, they are now telling us that we are terrorists. Finland authorities are telling us that we are terrorists. And some of you are laughing over it. You're not concerned. You're not worried. Everyone, more especially Biafrans living in Europe, you should be worried more than any other person because the president they are trying to set is going to affect everybody. This line they are towing is going to affect everybody. That is why we need to challenge it. That is why we need to speak up. And I pity some idiots who are rejoicing. Those idiots who are rejoicing in the midst of the calamity of their brother. They think it's about Simon Ekpa. What you are seeing has nothing to do with Simon Ekpa, but it has everything to do with Biafra. Who are those Biafrans? You that is watching me, that is over here. We are the target. In one of the videos, Simon Ekpa said, it is not about him. They want to take him out so that they can get at you. And that is what it is. They just want to get him out of the way so that they can reach you because they know as long as he is there, they can reach me, they can reach you. He has built a strong barrier that they can't cross. That is why they are all worried, running from pillar to pole. That is why they activated all manner of wickedness against him. But I bet you, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, there is no going back. There is no going back. It is forward ever and backward never, ever. We will never go back. We will never go back to yesterday. Never. And for those of them who are stupidly rejoicing, I want to play a video. Those of them who are rejoicing at the calamity of our brother Master Simon Ekpa, calamity of the Biafran people. I want those of them who are rejoicing, I want you to listen to this video. Let's listen to this message. It's a very old message I played here, but the time has come again. You that is celebrating at the failure of your brother, you are celebrating the predicament of your brother. I want you to pay attention so that you can understand. Maybe you can learn a lesson.
Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Money mama, money hand put it down.
Sorry, I'm looking for the video so that I can play it from the beginning.
I want to bully into 12.
It's a very important message. A very important message we need to listen to.
Brothers. So he said, now eventually the government in Nigeria demand.
I want you to listen to this message. It is a very important timing message at this time. This is the time to hear this message. Very timely.
Now, eventually, the government in Nigeria demand where Tunieranga. Ndi Fulani, even governor when they want to learn about party, now no give a then came one over now people. Name of at the same time. Getting below the one mental problem. Then we're very big problem. But case away and somebody can one never. Also, on the election can never. All of the Nachi of Fubudo, Funubuto, one of the major, most powerful countries ever in the world. And when the election, a man who lose the election. Was going to lose the election. The terrorists in the Hamas, the ISIS, the Al Qaeda, the Boko Haram, the election. Give one over the demand election, even problem. If I can deal now only because of an event, give us now only because of that same event. You have a problem. Look at the even in our because of the better person Israel. It's okay, ma'am. They know begin. If I make it up, Jesus, like now election and the book it up. Get another election, the man of that. Even Israel think about the Ruju. This is the covenant children of God. Hane Baba, they no for the apple black and the Faka, where Muago, Dinachi Bujapa, they were put out. This is the Ruju, this is the people watching again. Ruju, give one. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Money Mama, money had a book it out weekend. Like it in again, they say like online. On our back a cigar, money have the truth. Of what place Yama, a boy, Punita, and no Bionawa. Iga, Malaria, up with some wood, the police and power. Now, even all the tribes in Nigeria, up no one in the even from Bible, the only tribe are how to protect their own Bundibo, Sasandibo. So the elites non Bundiamara. How to fight and protect their own. Nothing to see in a Bible now. But to go to one time in the morning prayer that when I'm never to be a capital because actually we will go on this. But I don't want to take it in and say, Sakopania never deal no. Simple can deal on and if I hear what I will if I get wrong because now if we sit up and say I nobody Israel. People most of our release are not area. Oh yeah, but in the watch over the weekend, Umukulu and Toro Yoruba. I can wait Yoruba nation. I can make Yoruba nation. No, to say again, the police won't of us about. Oh, now, Wapanama. Oh, now, try. I'm Papa Naptapana. Passing also pay the weapon and higher Yoruba nation. You had a tip. But my law was everybody's greatest surprise. And you put up on. Jedam Habu with me. But the name now Jolo Yoruba nation. He can Nigeria. Now, watch your video. Watch your photos we go see how many. If any Nigerian police in army medebebo, if Kanaba have been because Basasian. Also, so smart I click as the 40 years casting and I said those 3 bullets for them. But they did not come out to kill those people. Try Mohammed. Try Yanani. Try Yanani. Because who will go to put out when I told you nation? No, they put on a rally was to do. I am telling you, I got one to pieces. Also, Madame Adeleza on the account of weather. What can you put the difference? Can you put the difference? Difference is the Yoruba Mala, Nadia, the least people did all who know Gapo Mohanas. And I got no defend Banandia. Mafana Metia, Mafadia Metia. They will fight and protect their own. Can you remember that a Fulani Hesper now Wayali, now Wayali Mafia, Mafia, Nagabudu, now swap and the money. Them and now they was it in what is. Give me but a well known data. Now I can't run after terrorist organization. Why? Because now how to protect them. Even our misguided brothers that we need to, call them to order, not our misguided, misdirected brothers. So, he said, federal government cattle route, also if I get saga, open a family, rice, hataya, and the secondary compensation. Even if the government in the Bible is to defend them, federal government has never come out to condemn the Fulani Hesper. Why? Because nothing the funny in of an house. Then Boko Haram can go away before we declare Boko Haram terrorist organization. Make it the land, make it the book, take it over. Brothers. So, he said, federal government cattle route, also if I get saga, open a family, rice, hataya, and the secondary compensation. Even the government in the Bible is to defend them. Federal government has never come out to condemn the Fulani Hesper. Why? Because nothing the funny in of an house. Then Boko Haram can go away before we declare Boko Haram terrorist organization. Make it the land, make it the book, take it over local government. Then before I went up, they protect because of where we are today, they still protect their own. Oh yeah, but that they Boko Haram, they there, and they have facility. They have a warfare, they never bread in IT. Bido skusibel fa 6 months ago, you booked up you have a uniform. They have to work I need a clear every high school uniform. The man, age the lady, then they put one, they put us a man. Then as in a radicalized go for then they put for the percent, therefore, do it book up and go out. It was some doors of a Nigerian army, Sahajan army, Kajan Bazon, had to come across in a Charlie. Uta is a handle of the same Nigerian government. Then the iPod, the iPod. Our answer, and we have sell. India Babula, India, we are for the I'll tell you how to and I told you humanize them, you mess them up, you do a lot of things to them, and then listen, now they listen, and I couldn't defend that I got some on that. Because the Igbo man does not know how to protect his own. There are a lot of values for Dikefa. Ndị ọzọ niile na-eme a book can go see in the Bible. Can go see something in the Bible. I didn't put behind on by the lay foundation for the case of Israel and for the benefit of our viewers. Ndị a so able like okay. Can go see an event in there na obodo Israel. Only one man onye a Levite, when a Levite. In fact, this story in Judges chapter 9 to 21, can summarize here. Now, this man, one guy was on wine, and all concubine, Bible Polia. But I wouldn't yama, and I didn't want to bunny on this room. Okay, so just why you go, dear Chopota, so dear Jonah Benia. But Messiah, dear, like there, so dear after some days, dear, where Jacob Japonatia, so dear Ponatia, Kayana days when I met Chia back. Kahana got. Chichi do Panonso. Every actually Labo now Marcus Square. Hana one man with you go nana by the welfare. We're able to defend the job. And the bank drop our progressive woman. The other come I Jenna Ben. So the man qualify for a Jenna Ben man. Go on a bed man. Abata, the man, the handy, Magonia, Camel fan, and so on. Uluna, Umokolo Budawa, Nikipia, then a Benjamin. Umokolo Budawa, what would the man say? Now full working a wine, Batana beggar. What put that the man? Can go see it. Now, Judges chapter 19. Look at verse 20. Okay, verse 24. Verse 22, sorry. Verse 22. Then verse 22 give Fabra the man has said, now as they were making their house merry, because the men of the city, certain sons of the layer, beset the house round about, beat at the door, spoke to the master of the house, the old man, where said, bring forth the man that came into your house, that we may do what? That we may know him. Actually, Tinian, I am working, man, I like working by. Actually, where I go, what I the man, I deny. This old man was okay, let the man over. Then we move on. Exactly, you said then I care more to na so my brother. Can you know when the wine, they couldn't have a natural wine, but now you work and I don't work, I get it, work, I get me a promoter. So, everybody may say, I don't miss the argument. The man who will because if I'm na akwata eko so na eso dombo so the man will package you with what of fear said the mono my own challenge na verse 25 I'm not Russia verse 25 so but the man would not hearken to it so the man away actually took his concubine now munya one say but then I like you go what jack ke kwa ka kwa ke kwa joy ga for that so or package you munya kwa ha munya and they brought her forth unto them, and they knew her. However, this girl he go and abused her all the night. But this girl he go throughout the night. Yeah, he go away to the woman. For my by the time she did for that woman died. Why now? Well, so the man from verse 29, verse 29, and when he was coming to the house, what for the or baro no the man je went down where to pass a munye then I said he took a knife laid hold on his concubine and divided her into 11 pieces together with her both into 12 pieces and set her into all the coasts of Israel. Can you get the man on there? Or did those munye into 12 over the side down well side up the no officer the Gibia or the Benjamin of the Union, how about the Muniko Boya or more the Judah, Bugalan the Zebulon, the Naphtali, and so on and so forth. So when this does only have a house and back, now the very far, wow, a family. Now I'm short. This look if I need the way maybe to where Cindy Benjamin, oh no, my camera, oh my Sampalica, I do book and had Zabulon, no, they have a question man over Israel. They might be funny thing. Benjamin, where's the oh, yeah, the Benaga. I said, no way do one will get that back. If I love him, but I'm not a better back. They protected their own, they shielded their own. Now, when they know myself, and I'm a source of the liar who was Benjamin, we won't release them. So everybody protects it. This is the and you are no soul of 11 tribes when they lose so one tribe of Benjamin. The Benjamin Ralo, come I got walk to Maka, Luson and Yogo, to our greatest surprise, however, Bao. Even if our ball grammar, over the watch ya, now that battle, verse 21, chapter 20, can go see him. The first round of that battle, Bible said, and the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeah, and they destroyed it down to the ground of the Israelites that day. 22,000 men. Now they want you. Ndị a bụ family ahụ. Ha jụ na ba na-akpọpụta ụmụ fa protect ụmụ ha. Anọbazi 11 tribes wee dị n'ụzọ ọgụ. Ka ntinye otu a, Chineke mara si the Benjamin and the right for protecting their own children. God fought for them. Family Israel in the world Israel 22,000. Now how do you reconcile that? Ndị Israel next year, sịgịrị na-eme ha. Simple. Israel went around 2, 9 verse 23. Verse 23 was, and the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until evening. Now, sorry, down at verse 25. 25 was, and Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeah the second day, was in Gibeah, and they destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel 18,000 men. All of them were people that were drawing the sword. Had them around 2. Benjamin, who was at 18,000. If I call 18,000 for 22,000, or the 40,000 Israel who's at the land. Why? Each one did Benjamin is about I said, I now know to protect our misdirected brethren. Oh, why? I'm going to hand them away. Why go for woman and go? No, I can't know that fight. I'm fighting for them. Oh, but they need how to fight for their own use. Even the use of this one was made a mistake. You will first of all, if people they put on you know chago dog on the zip as any mono. You were not going to way close to the room when they tell them what they're fully not support her. All that little Asia against it. Man, they put up publicly, they go see the way or fear to control them. That is exactly the situation I'm going to get out of Igbo land. And even in this story, you will discover wisdom of God about an even Israel. How we decided about with that Aja. Because they were fighting to protect. Is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Mani mama, mani hanya ekukita mwike like it they say like online. Ona baka segaro, mani have the truth of what we see ama ego onye kunu ife na-eme n'obi onye awa. Ị ga-amalili aka ọ bụ ife mwute bụrụ ife mgbawa obi na ide na all the tribes enwe na Nigeria ọ n'ụwa niile obodo niile nkọwa even from Bible. The only tribe Amaro how to protect their own Bundibo. So the elites Amaro how to fight and protect their own. Nothing to see in a Bible now. But to go one time I know money prayer that but I'm never to be because actually we book on this.
This is a very hard truth. A very hard truth, and it plays out every day. Today, go and check people that are rejoicing in their platform. Majority, they are Igbos. People that are rejoicing, celebrating the injustice against their brother. It is Igbo people. Many of them are Igbos. Many of them are Igbo. And some of them claim to be over-righteous. That is it. Because they want to satisfy their friend. Some of them cannot talk about Biafra because they want to win contracts. Because they want to be seen, they say they want people to talk, oh, this one is not like other Igbo people. Oh, this one is different. The Igbo in this friend. This Igbo one is different. This one is different. It's not like his brothers. Mad idiots. When they are celebrating you, you don't know you are digging your grave. You think they like you. You think they will like you. It doesn't matter how many of your brothers you sell. They will never love you. They will never like you. My fellow Biafrans, another time has come. The challenges is before us. And we have to sit up and fight this battle and win it. My beloved brothers and sisters, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. History has shown us oppressors never last. But freedom fighters live forever. Today, it is Simon Ekpa. Tomorrow, it could be anyone. Today, it is our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa Njoku. Tomorrow, it could be anyone. But the cause of Biafra is bigger than one man. Bigger than any court. Bigger than any country. So I can say to you, stand firm. Reject this injustice. Never give up. Our freedom is written by the hand of God, and no power on earth will erase it. Biafra is rising, and the world must hear us. Until we are free, we will never stop. God bless Biafra. Thank you so much for being with me on this program. I appreciate everyone that have been with me from beginning to the end, and we have come to the end of the program. See you tomorrow morning at a normal time for our morning program. Like the program and share. Invite other people. Click the notification bell so that you join us earlier each time we come in, and you start with us and end with us. Thank you so much for being part of this evening program. See you again tomorrow. Stay blessed, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect all our leaders. Protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and our Supreme Mazi Nadigan. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. See you tomorrow.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, the EJ love. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close at the Finland'S. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job, and the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect in bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses, but now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.